here with Jordan Hunter, who is our editor, and today we're having our first sit down and really look through the stuff that we've been editing for the past 3 or 4 months. So actually, I'm just going to get in Jordan's face and I'm going to have him tell us about what he's been doing.
So I actually heard about this originally from Josh Contour called me like back in September, just to have me on as, if I could, like an assistant editor, kind of putting together some daily edits and syncing sound and all that kind of stuff. But I am a working stiff and I have a job 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and I just couldn't quite do it, even though I was telling Josh I was dying for some narrative fiction because there's just not enough in my life. And so I was really bummed, actually. I was super bummed that I wasn't gonna be able to work on it. So then I kind of forgot about the project for months and months and months. And then out of the blue, old Austin Everett gave me a call and was like, hey, listen, we need an editor, and would you be willing to do it? And so I warned him, and I was like, listen, I am working, but I'm dying to do this, so please be patient with me. It's gonna take a lot longer than it should, because I'm only gonna be working on it when I'm not at work and on the weekends and stuff, but please, may I? And he was like, okay, I guess I'll let you, or whatever. So with that, just started cutting together the film. And it's been interesting because it's a non-linear movie. I was editing it just as it's written in the script, and as I was going through it, I realized after cutting one of the scenes in Japan, which is in the past, I was like, I feel like it's going to be easier for me, at least at the beginning, to just cut it linearly. So I'll just do everything in America as if it's all just one movie and it's all happening sequentially, so I can track how the characters are feeling, I can figure out where they should be, what's happening in the timeline for myself, and then I'll cut all of the Japan footage as its own story so that I can track how Ben and everybody's feeling in each scene. And then once we've got those two together, we can start meshing them together. We're getting down to first real solid rough, and then it's just tweaking and massaging, and then, you know, the whole second half of the movie.
Okay, so right now it's the week before. No, it's like 10 days before we start shooting again, and we're kind of racing to get a rough draft of everything that we have so far, so that way I can walk into the next half of the shoot kind of knowing what we have in the can so far. So anyway, editing session, we're gonna get to work.
Yeah.
So today I'm with Taylor and Eunice. We are doing a lot of shopping for the art department, so we came to Utah's best prop house. Let's talk about this last couple of weeks. Basically, what we've been doing is a whole lot of rushing to get something in and then waiting. And it'd be places like, you know, permitting for the park. We like rushed to make sure that we got that in, and then we waited for like 10 days. And it's the same thing with like all of the event rentals that Eunice has been doing, is that we've been asking for quotes and either they don't get back to us or they get back to us like a week later. And it's partly because I think everyone's really busy, but also kind of just think it's the nature of pre-production, is that it's just a lot of kind of doing stuff and then waiting to hear back, and then doing something and then waiting for them to call you back. And so there hasn't been much to vlog, to be honest. Like, we've been busy, but anything I can put on camera, not really. So one of the hardest things I think about doing this feature is that so many of us that are working professionally in the industry are used to solving problems by just throwing money at things. And that's a liberty that we just absolutely don't have on this one. And so I feel like during this pre-production phase, we've had to use so much kind of time and energy just to make up for the fact that we just don't have the budget to do everything that we want to. And I know that it can be frustrating, you know, whether it's art or whether it's lighting, to just not have exactly the tools that you need to do what you want. And it's frustrating for me as well, because, you know, I have a certain vision that I'm trying to capture, and making compromises and sometimes sacrifices to that vision is not a happy thing. But you know, when it really comes down to it, it's almost more satisfying when you find a workaround or a different, more creative method to do it than it would be just to have everything at your fingertips. Because when you have all of the resources you want or need, I mean, anybody can do that. Anybody can make something good if they just have the world at their fingertips. And that's not what we are doing. We are really trying to make something big out of something small. So anyway, we're doing a little mini scout with Casey tomorrow. So we'll see what good news he has for me. Okay, so we're at Rock Canyon Park scouting with Casey and Eunice. Half of our team is out of town, so we're gonna have to split up our scout. But basically, we're here because I need to tell them what we're gonna be doing as far as coverage so that they know how to plan for art, and Casey needs to know what lights we're gonna need to rent for the fireworks scene. Let's pretend like this is there. Dad, Jericho, and then Ben, and show a little bit more of like fireworks with them silhouetted, and then kind of standing Emily up. Okay, so Casey refuses to be on the vlog. So basically, I'm just gonna repeat what he just said to me behind the camera, which is that this is going to be his most expensive day. And that's because it's gonna be at night, it's gonna have fireworks, well, pretend fireworks. So basically, he has to use his little lights, not little, they're actually really big, but he has to use lights to pretend like they're fireworks. And so when it comes down to it, it's gonna be basically half of the lighting budget just for this one night. Okay, so we are 4 days away from the first day of the second half of Secondhand Hearts. We've got to do something about all these numbers. We need to talk about this vlog a little bit because I feel like it's been kind of building up to this shoot, and I want to let everyone know that I'm gonna do my absolute best to try and document, you know, my process and what it's like being on set, and even, you know, a little bit of actor interviews and crew interviews. But my priority is ultimately going to be to make the best film possible, because without that, I have nothing. That being said, we have 2 cameras. We're only planning on shooting with one most of the time, so I should be able to vlog. But if I don't capture everything, please forgive me, because my priority is the movie. Second thing, usually I upload these on Fridays. Our shooting days are Wednesday through Saturday, so it's pretty unrealistic that that's going to happen. So the things that we can do to stay in touch. First thing is you can subscribe to my channel here, because I don't know when I'm going to upload, and as soon as I do, you'll just get a notification. Second thing is you can add me on Snapchat. I know a lot of people either don't have Snapchat or they don't want Snapchat, but Snapchat is going to basically be my daily vlog on the shoot. And I'm even going to post, you know, little things from actors, like I'm gonna give them my phone and they can post something to my Snapchat story. So even if you just want to tag along just for the shoot and then get rid of Snapchat, that's something you can do as well. The last thing is, if you're in Utah, you're welcome to come out. We're looking for a lot of people to come and be in the background as extras or background actors. So, invitations there. Other than that, this is kind of what we've been working up to. So it's game time. It's the final round, and I'm nervous, and also I'm super excited. So, we'll see you when we see you. Let's get back to work, my friends.